Hello everybody, welcome to today's video on a cloudy fall day in the Northwest in the Seattle area. It's going to be, I think it's supposed to warm up to about 70 and the clouds are supposed to go away. We'll see. But that brings me to the point of today's video. Today's video is what do you do when you know you're going to go make some photos and the weather isn't quite doing what you want? Well, the point is you still go make some photos, you find what you can, you do your best, and see what you can see. So that's the plan for today. I've got the X-H2S again, and we're headed to downtown Bellevue. Last time I went to downtown Bellevue, I had the X-T1, my 8-year-old camera. So if you haven't seen that video yet, go ahead and watch that. I'll leave a link. Let's see, the link's over here, isn't it? Is it over here? I can't remember. But anyway, or down below. So there's that. I've got the X-H2S for the camera. Lenses will be primarily zooms. I've got the XF16-80 from Fujinon. I'm bringing the 70-300, also Fujinon. And then the lens that's on the camera, the Viltrox 13mm f1.4 when I want to go wide. As you may have noticed in a lot of these videos, I try and have a teachable moment. And sometimes those teachable moments happen before I go out and do the photos, and sometimes they happen after I've had the photo experience. And today I don't really have a plan. And I guess the only plan I really have is to go out and make photos, which is kind of a plan and a teachable moment in itself. To be honest, I don't really feel like going out and make photos today, but I've developed this discipline of about once a week going out and doing these photos. And I found it's really helpful, both personally, get a little physical activity, plus it's also good creatively, plus it's good for the discipline and the art of just going out and making photos, which is always a good thing. So that's my lesson so far. We'll see if there's some more lessons learned after the photos. So stay tuned for those, sit back, relax, and I'll see you on the other side of the photos. So bye for now. There you have it, another batch of photos from Bellevue. I hope you're enjoying these. I know there's been a lot of them from Bellevue, but there's a couple of reasons why I keep doing that. One, there's some practical reasons. It's easy to get to and there's free parking available. And currently, during this phase of the construction going on, there's two really large buildings going in along Northeast 8th, and they're across the street from each other. And one side of the street sidewalk is blocked, and on the other side, they put some protection so that there's still a pedestrian throughway. And that pedestrian throughway has some visual access to the construction going on. So I can get some kind of eye level stuff from that side, and they're both kind of going up at the same pace. Currently, they're both at just a little bit above street level, so it's some really good vantage points, some really cool things to see. Seeing those workers on the beams is just fascinating to watch how they do that. It puts everything in perspective to understand and appreciate all that goes into making these buildings that we photograph and use. Also had fun. I hope you noticed. I returned to a couple themes I've used in previous Bellevue videos. The crane reflection in another window. Another subject theme I returned to was photographing an umbrella. This one was laying on the ground as part of the one construction site, and saw it through the fence and made a photo. So it's kind of fun to look for themes, visuals that you can return to and photograph in different ways, and I enjoyed doing that. So you made it this far in the video and you're probably wondering what's the teachable moment. And there was not a teachable moment that I started out with for this video, but I've discovered it in thinking about it for about a week. And here it is. The teachable moment is it's good to change. Here's what I mean. Usually my habit in doing these photos is I have a route a pretty similar route I take. I might vary a little bit, but it's generally a clockwise loop that I take. Start from the same point, pretty much end up at the same point. For this group of photos, I decided to go counterclockwise. So while I like the familiarity of going in pretty much the same route all the time, that allows me to make some less decisions minute by minute, and then hopefully in the midst of not making those decisions, be free to be creative. Sometimes I get in a rut with that, so I'm sure that happens to you as well. So in going the opposite direction, counterclockwise, and starting in a different location, that's how I got those sunflower photos. They're not anywhere but right in that little patch of planting in Bellevue. Also got to see a different order of the buildings I would normally see, also from a different perspective, walking the opposite direction. So that lets me see some things differently from a different vantage point, and hopefully get some more creative and visual interest in the photos, as well as be more visually interesting for me as I'm walking it. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to be going back to Bellevue quite a bit, I think, over the next few months as this construction progresses and as the buildings change. There's another batch of buildings just getting started. So I won't be wanting for variety and interesting stuff down there. I do still have it on my list to go at night. I think that'll happen pretty soon as sunset's happening earlier and earlier in the fall here in the Northwest. So look for that as well. Speaking of upcoming things, next week's video will be a 3-month follow-up on my experience of using the Fujifilm X-H2S. Some thoughts on that, and with a little bit of more time with the camera than originally. So I hope you look forward to that. Other things to look forward to would be more videos in the future. And if you want to see them, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you'd like this video, please click the thumbs up button. That helps out a ton, both you and me, and I thank you very, very much. So that's what I have for now. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and have fun creating photos. Bye for now.